Hello my souls, it's time for another video. Alright, so first of all, I want to apologize in advance if you hear chirping or screeching. I have a new pet cockatiel named Kiwi, and he likes to get very vocal at times, but hopefully he'll behave. But anyways, so I feel like I haven't done a topic video in a long time, and I apologize for that. I'm not gonna give you a million excuses, but all I'm gonna say is I'm sorry, forgive me, but I'm back at it, and let's get right to it. Okay, so I asked you guys to give me your feedback on what you feel you should never tell someone with an disability, and as always I got some great feedback. And actually this time around I got a lot of feedback from people with diverse disabilities. So if you see that I don't use what you told me, don't take it personal. It's just that while I appreciated learning something new about a different disability, I feel like I can't elaborate on it because it's just something that I don't personally go through. But either way, I really appreciated getting to know something new that I didn't about different disabilities. But let's get to some of them. Okay. So one thing that I got as feedback was when we're told what happened, and I probably get this question every single day of my life, especially the more I grow on the internet. I get that a lot as a comment or question or whatever. And that's annoying because when we get asked what happened, I feel like we right away are made to feel like outsiders. Like what we go through is just so like uncommon and so, I don't know, it just makes me, I feel like it makes a lot of us feel like when we get asked that, we feel like outsiders, and yeah. It's just not a fun comment to get, so don't ever ask what happened. Like especially like if it's like the first thing you ask, that's annoying. Like I feel like later if you talk more with this person with an disability, then maybe it's like okay to ask depending on the person. But listen, if it's like the first thing you want to ask us, that's annoying, so don't. You won't make a very good first impression on us. Another thing I was told is I didn't even think of you as a person with a disability, and that I don't know if I've ever gotten told this, but I can understand why it's not something that is very like to hear, because I feel like for a lot of us, while we don't want you to have our disability be like your main focus on us, we still want you to take it into notice because it's still a part of us. It's not all of us, and it doesn't necessarily define us, but it's still a part of us. So yeah. Another thing I was told was when someone's like, I could not invite you as a place who wins head stares. And I don't think I've ever gotten told that exactly, or something along the lines of that. But I think especially when like I was in like in elementary through high school, there would be times where like the teacher would like, you know how like teachers make like students run errands sometimes for them, and they ask like, oh, who knows where like, I don't know, the fax room is. And I usually know where every room in like the school is, just because I have to deal with a lot of people, so I end up knowing where a lot of things are. And so whenever I would like raise my hand to say like I know where they are, like they'd be like, oh, but you can't go because, you know, and I would just be like, no, I don't know why. And I would just like let it go, mainly because I was younger and I didn't know how to stick up for myself. I still don't know sometimes, but whatever. But it's just like annoying. Like, first of all, there's elevators, and if you think I'm like, what's it called, directionally challenged. Well, I am, but that's not the point. I still know where that place is. So yeah, but going back to that specific comment about stairs, if you feel like you can't invite us somewhere, then just don't tell us of that event or place that you could invite us to, because it doesn't make us feel good, and you're probably gonna make us feel like, oh great, you're making me feel good about my situation right now. So yeah, don't bring it up. Let's see, what else? Okay, when someone who doesn't have your adaptability tries to tell you advice on it, like how to deal with it, or I guess, you know, make it easier on you or better. And I have gotten that a lot, and it's annoying because, listen, I've been living with this adaptability for 22 years now, and I know for the most part what works and what doesn't work for me. And a lot of the time, this advice I get, I know it's just not gonna work for me because I know what, like I said, works and doesn't for me. So thanks for your advice, but it's not really that helpful. And yeah, just stick to what you know. So another thing I got told was, you're too pretty to be in a wheelchair. And I feel like this is one that mainly us girls with adaptabilities get, but it's so annoying because I feel like it sounds to us like, oh, because you're pretty, it is a shame that you have this, that you are in a wheelchair, that you have this adaptability. But if you were uglier to me or whatever, then it wouldn't be so bad. Or I don't know. It's just annoying. Like, not everyone sees their adaptability as like a sad thing, or like or as a pity. And while we might always wake up loving our situation, a lot of us don't fully mind it, and we live okay with it. So yeah, I know you're thinking you're giving us a compliment by saying that, but you're not. So don't. Okay, another one I was told is one day they will find a cure. And that is something that I have been told a lot. I think I've mentioned this before, but especially like I feel like older people, like elderly people, like my grandparents' age, they'll be like, if you just pray a lot, you will get cured. Or if you go, I don't know why, but like apparently there's like some river or waterfall in like where I'm from in Mexico, and they tell me to go there a lot, and I'm just like, listen, this river, fountain, waterfall, body of water won't help me, and if it did, I would have already been bathing in that. So yeah, like, listen, I am a religious person and I believe in God, and I was raised Catholic, and so I'm a believer in, you know, miracles and God and all that, but I'm also a believer in science, and just, yeah. As of right now, I know my adaptability can't be, I guess, fully healed or cured or whatever, so yeah, a river won't help me, guys. Another thing I was told was, okay, so I've talked about this before, for sure, but when someone praises you for doing something, just because they think it's like amazing that you're doing it, like for example, I randomly get praised for like, oh my god, I randomly get praised for like walking with my crutches, and it annoys me because, like, listen, just because you see me being physically active doesn't mean it's hard for me. Like, I can walk perfectly fine with my crutches. It's not like a mission for me. So yeah, don't praise me on that. It's not like that big of a deal. Also, I get praised a lot when I'm like out in the community with mainly like my mom. Like, I've noticed that like people will come up to my mom and they'll be like, oh my god, it's so great that you took her out today. Like, Do you think that like I'm home all day every day, like just like in some like weird corner in my room with like the lights turned off? Like, girl, I go out, I like interact with with like the world, like I'm social as much as I can. It's just annoying how people are so ignorant sometimes. So please don't praise me for living a normal life or trying to live a normal life, because it's not that weird that I do. Okay. What else? Okay, so this one person gave me like a lot of them, but I'm going to talk about a few of them that stood out to me. And I got she says, is it fun being in a chair or would you rather walk? And that's something that I get a lot, but see, I know how to give back smart comments sometimes, so I'll always be like, first of all, I personally can walk with crutches. So, while it's fun to be in my chair sometimes, I still like to walk. Although, I do have to agree with you that it's like much funner to be in my chair because I'm lazy, but yeah. But anyway, sometimes you just have to give back smart comments because people can be can ask the weirdest things. Let's see, what else? What else did I get? Okay, so I think this is the last one. Okay, oh no, okay, so another one is, when, someone said, when they're told, I can't go out with you because I want kids. First of all, having an adaptability, I can't talk, does not, I guess, take away the possibility of either having a kid or making a kid. So guys with adaptabilities can still get you pregnant, and girls with adaptabilities can still get pregnant. So don't think that because we have an adaptability, we can't do, I guess, normal life happenings like that. So yeah, we can, trust me, there's like a lot of, I follow a lot of mommies and daddies with adaptabilities, and it wasn't that hard for them to get pregnant or get someone else pregnant. So enough with your ignorance assumptions. Okay, and I think the last one that I'm going to go over today is when people tell you that you're only doing something for attention. And that has got to be one of the most annoying things in the freaking world. Like, first of all, unless you're living with that adaptability, you can't say how it is or how it isn't. And I've mentioned that before in my in one of my videos. I think it was when I talked about how there's different versions of spina bifida, and they're all valid. But basically, for the most part, I don't think anyone does things for attention with adaptabilities, whatever they may be. And I feel like, especially like with people who have, like, I guess, invisible adaptabilities, there's other people like can't understand like how they feel sick or how they feel tired or how they feel like things are hard because they seem to look so, I guess, I don't even know what to say, but like, I guess how they look so fine and not sick. But listen, just because someone may look okay does not mean that they feel okay. And so you don't get to say how things are when you don't have what this person is going through. That goes in anything. So the only other person with the adaptability can say how things are or are not for them. And even people with the same adaptability can't tell another person that, you know, what they are going through isn't valid, because, you know, even though I have spina bifida, I'm not going to tell someone else with that, oh, well, I don't go through what you're saying you're going through, so you're lying, or that's not true, whatever you're going through, or I don't believe you, because every case of spina bifida is different, and every case of any adaptability is different, I believe. So unless you're living that exact adaptability or that exact version, you don't get to say how it is or how it isn't. So yeah, enough with your assumptions. But anyways, guys, those are all the feedback I'm gonna go through today. If you have any more that you want to, I guess, give your opinion on, leave it down below. Let's keep the conversation going. And yeah, please like this video if you think if you liked it. Like I said, comment down below if you have any more feedback you'd like to give me. Share if you find this video worth sharing. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!